Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for September 16, 2019. Today we're taking a look at the AUDUSD, the Australian versus the US dollar, for today's trade analysis. We're actually starting all the way out here on the weekly time frame, get a longer term perspective for this currency pair first here at the very beginning of the week. The perspective is this currency pair is in a downtrend, not too hard to see there with the blue trend line. For the longest time we have been in a downtrend. We're going all the way back to the top of the chart here is back into January of 2018. So we're well over a year and a half even within this long-term downtrend. Black trend line shows a shorter portion of that downtrend, even starting here at the late last year, early this year, we started the last leg of the downtrend. So we have been in a downtrend for a long time here for the Australian dollar. This is again the weekly time frame, so long period of moving lower. Within that, we've had multiple opportunities to sell on rallies into resistance, and I think that's what we have recently. We have rallies into resistance and opportunities to trade in the direction of the trend. We still want to be flexible and watching for opportunities to look for reversal and buying, but I don't think we can change our mind about the trend quite yet. Let's go ahead and zoom it in a little bit here on this, and I think one thing that we want to take a look at zoomed in here on the weekly time frame is the historical support here where the blue circle is. You can see that support around the blue shaded area in the blue circle, 0.6865, 0.6880 is that blue zone, and historically we see support there, and that is yet last week and so far this week holding as our resistance level. By the way, I have Fibonacci just of the most recent leg of the downside from here where the blue and the black trend line comes together. Fibonacci from there down to the low puts the 50% retracement level right here at that blue shaded area. So the blue zone is the 50% of this little down leg right here. I suppose we could take Fibonacci out further, and we could do that during the trade room later today, but that's just one simple fib that we're looking at, halfway point right here at the blue zone at the 6880 level, top of that blue shaded area. So we've retraced within the downtrend back to a 50% point of the last downtrend. We've retraced back to these historical support. We know we're at resistance, and it's not too hard to see that, especially as we go down to lower time frames like the daily. And take a look at this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days now holding within and underneath that blue shaded area. It's not too hard to see we are at resistance. We've seen sellers trying to hold this from going back higher. Even last Friday we saw the market close above 68.80, and then we see it open right back up this week underneath here. We do have some news coming out of Australia later this evening. Eastern US time may have an impact here, but for right now we're holding underneath here. I don't think buying right now makes a viable solution. As long as it's within and underneath that blue zone, buying is just not something I'm ready to do. Probably wouldn't even consider buying unless it actually broke above that blue shade area, which obviously it has not done yet. So if we're not buying, we're either not trading it or we're selling it, and that becomes an opportunity. As the US dollar, if the US dollar continues to rise, we will look for this potentially to challenge back into support, which is the orange shaded area or lower. So selling opportunities may arise here. Limited risk, because your risk is you just don't want it to get above the blue zone and really break the current resistance high. So if you're going to go short, stop loss above this last high from last Thursday. You target down to the orange zone or lower to the green zone. So when it boils down to it, we have 3 trading decisions to make as traders: buy it, sell it, or don't trade it. Again, buying I don't think makes a viable solution today because we're into the resistance and holding that resistance. Selling becomes an opportunity, or you just don't trade it. But I think this becomes an intraday opportunity that's interesting for most of us as the Australian dollar continues to hold the resistance level.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.